kitchen. So what we are doing today is working on a polymer clay sculpture. I'm going to do a bunny that I found at the Goodwill. So this will be lots of fun. I was at an art show at Hardy and Nance. They put on an art show every third Saturday of the month. And I was participating in the 10-inch by 10-inch art show at Hardy and Nance. And I participate in that show every year. And this is about the 6th or 7th year that I participated in the show. So sometimes I've made sales there, sometimes I haven't. It's a hit or miss. But it's always nice to see friends when I go to Hardy and Nance. I've been going there so many years, and I know a lot of the artists there, and there's a lot of good people there. And Hardy and Nance is very pro artist. They are owned by the Deal brothers, the big deal company, and it is a big deal, isn't it? They're a big deal here in Houston. And they own a lot of properties and restaurants, which is fine because capitalism is a beautiful thing. And I love capitalism. Capitalism is good. Go America. So anyways, guys, gotta stay hydrated. We'll just do a quick tutorial. I'll paint on the polymer clay a little bit. We might sand it. We'll see what happens. So I've already base coated all the claws. I'll show you that I made some claws to add to the bunny. And so I'll show you guys what we have so far. I'm thinking I might have to sand them. I don't think they're a bit on the rough side. I do like them the white color. I like that better. So I'll show you guys what I have so far. So here are the claws that I made out of polymer clay. So if you guys think I should sand those, tell me yes in the comments. If you like them rough the way they are, tell me keep it in the comments. And then also, I got the 2 eyeballs here, and I feel like we should maybe sand these as well. Nails. I have nails on. I have, no, so what we're doing, bananas for what shape? Reviction? Reviction grinds, what do you mean? Bananas for what shape? I don't know what you mean. Okay, so what we're doing is polymer clay, okay? So I am making a stuffed animal bunny into like a monster. So I sculpted the eyeballs already, and I've base coated these white. So I'm thinking I need to sand them though, okay? And then, so I've already base coated the claws. I'm going to sew the claws onto the bunny. And then I've got his little nose, and his fangs that I base coated. So I'm thinking I'd like a smoother look. Do you guys think I should sand all this stuff, or do you guys like it looking rough? Tell me in the chat, do you like it rough or should we sand it? Jelaine, I don't know what you're saying. Foley Albany? Okay. Dostala, what? Okay, so just bear with me 1 minute. I'm gonna grab some sandpaper, okay? I'll be right back. Turkish, it's in Turkish, okay. What are you saying in Turkish? I don't know what, Foley Albany? I don't know what you're saying in Turkish. Anyways, take it easy. Okay, what do you mean? How about the mercy seat? Y'all are hiding the mercy seat over there on Mount Ararat in Turkey. Y'all have, no, you have Noah's Ark. Y'all have Noah's Ark on top of Mount Ararat. When are y'all going to let us see Noah's Ark over there in Turkey? A find. Kind of like, good job. Thank you. Yeah, so when are y'all going to let us find, when are y'all going to let us, you're going to let us dig out Noah's Ark over there on Mount Ararat, over there in Turkey? Y'all need to let us let us see that Noah's Ark. Come on now. Y'all need to y'all let us see that Noah's Ark. We know it's over there on Mount Ararat in Turkey. We know it's there. Y'all need to quit hiding it. Mount Ararat. Y'all, you have Noah's Ark on Mount Ararat. Yes. You have Noah's Ark in Turkey. Noah's Ark is over there. You know it's there, don't you? Yeah, you got Noah's Ark over there. No clue. You live in Turkey and you don't know that Noah's Ark is in your own country? How do you not know that there's a big old boat on the top of well, it's not on the top of the mountain. It's at the bottom, right? But y'all are hiding it. Sit down. I am sitting down. What are you talking about? Yeah, you have Noah's Ark over there in Turkey. Got you. Yes. Paint. Oh, you want me to paint? Okay, let me get my sandpaper. Mountain. Yes, yes. You got Mount Ararat over there in Turkey. Yes, you know. Okay, friends. I got my sandpaper. Let's get to sanding. And I've only got one piece left because, y'all, I let my boss use my sandpaper on the job. I don't know if she paid me back for it. You found it, Agra Mountain. Okay, now you know that Noah's Ark, you never knew Noah's Ark was in your country? That's crazy. You don't even know all the facts about your own country. I know more about your own country than you do. Like what? Well, they probably renamed it. It's not Arafat, Ararat. You couldn't get it at first? Okay, so we are just sanding, gently sanding the eyeballs that I fashioned. I kind of want to tear this, but I might just fold it. So what are y'all up to today? What's on your agenda? So anyways, I was going to do a Bible story. I've been wanting to do this Bible story on YouTube for a while. So do you guys know the story of David and Bathsheba? If you know the story of David and Bathsheba, type Y in the chat. If you don't know the story of David and Bathsheba, type no. Type N in the chat. Nothing exalting. Nothing exciting? Is that what you're trying to say? Well, we are sanding. You don't know David from Quran? You just know the Quran? Well, honey, I'm about to tell you a story in the Old Testament. Did you know that Jesus, the prophet, had a murderer in his lineage? Did you know the most holy man that ever walked this earth had a murderer in his lineage? You love Jesus? That's good. Did you know Jesus, the savior of the biggest prophet, the most respected prophet, has a murderer in his family history? Did you know this? His family history has a murderer and a liar and a cheat. Joseph, no, Joseph didn't murder. Joseph could have murdered. His brothers wanted to murder him. They pretended like he was dead. They told their dad he was dead. They wanted to murder him. No. Okay, do you want to hear the story of David? Too well. Into the well. You know the story. Yeah, that's right. You got it. Tell me more about the story. What more should we know about David and his, Joseph and his brothers? Tell me more. What happened after they threw him into the well? It's written in the Quran, okay. So what happened after they threw Joseph into the well? What happened to Joseph? All right, guys, so we are going to go on about the story of David and Bathsheba. Yes, so one day in the springtime, when the kings normally went to war, when there was plenty of food and the weather was nice, winter was over. So y'all, it is time to fight. Time to get your fight on. So David, he got his army together. Son of Jacob, yes, that's right. So David got his army together and he's like, you know what? We're doing so good. I'm just going to stay back. And what was his name? His general, David's general, Joab. David's like, Joab's doing a great job. I'll stay back, at the house and chill. So went to Egypt as a slave. That's right. You are right, fully Albany. You know your Quran, don't you? You know your Quran stories. You have studied the Quran. Very good, fully Albany. Oh, they're putting the chemtrails in the sky again. He was a dream. Yes, he liked to dream. He was a dreamer. His brothers made fun of him because he liked to dream. And he had the coat of many colors, didn't he? That his father made for him. He was his father's favorite, wasn't he? So anyways, David was, he's like, the sun is setting, right? Let me set the mood for you. So the sun is setting and David's just lounging around. He's having a leisure day. He's taking it easy, if you will. And David got up from his bed and he just happens to look out and lo and behold, Bathsheba is purifying herself after her, monthly, cycle has taken place, if you will. So, back in the day, the Jews had to do their monthly ritual because women were unclean. When you had your cycle, you had to get clean once again and offer your sacrifices. And then you did your ritualistic cleansing. So you're clean once again and people could touch you. You could touch people and you're clean. So here she is. The sun is setting. It's the golden hour. And Bathsheba is all getting clean. She's pouring the water, and oh my gosh, it's just the water at sunset. Oh, can you imagine the lighting? And David's like looking down at the roof, looking down at her. Like homeboy's like looking, he's got a bird's eye view, and he's seeing a whole nice show. Like, mind you, David already has concubines. David already has a bunch of wives, and it's not enough. It's never enough, is it? God bless you. Thank you, Foley Albany. So anyways, you know, she's just taking her bath. She's minding her own business. All right? She's just like, hey, I got to get clean. I got to like do my ritual so I can get back to, you know, being a Hebrew, you know, worshiping my Lord, doing what I'm supposed to do. She's just minding her own, okay? David peeps her, and he's like, ooh, bet, girl. And so he's like talking to his people, and he's like, hey, give me her digits. That girl's fine. All right. And so then they mosey on over to Bathsheba, and they're like, girl, the king wants you. And she's like, what? Bet? Okay, I guess. And she's like, I'm married, but what am I going to do? I better go see what the king wants. Like, hello, I'm not going to just, you know, be at home. So, like, maybe he might cut my head off if I don't see what he wants. So Bathsheba goes over to David, the king, and he's like, hey, girl, what's up? And she's like, hello. She's like, don't you have like wives already? Like, you have concubines, everything, and you want all this? And he's like, yeah, girl, what's up? And so she's like, all right, bet. And so they have their little rendezvous together. And then Bathsheba gets pregnant. And so she's like, yo, David, I got a kid up in here, and this kid is yours. And he's like, oopsie, what do we do now? And then Bathsheba's like, I don't know. And David's like, what can we do? What can we do? David's like, ooh, I got an idea. He's like, all right, Joab, go get Uriah. Well, let me tell you something. Uriah is Bathsheba's